Call that bitch, I want all the smoke. Why you watching my friend's story?
Been pressed off the hoe. Why you watching my friend's story? I could tell you don't know it. So about me, you ain't gotta worry. I just want the bridge to the condo, cause you're embarrassing. I just want the bridge to the...
Hi you guys, and welcome back to my channel and my platform. Thank you guys for being here. Thank you guys for watching, and thank you guys for supporting me. Okay, today I wanted to do like another journey update, or like I call it like a transparency update, where I just talk to you guys and just be a little bit more vulnerable about where I am in my life and what I've been learning and everything. So let's dive right in. So yeah, for the past, I don't know, but definitely for like the past year, has it been the past year? I don't know. I guess it's been like the past year that I really have been working on myself and really have been working on what I want, what I desire, what do I want to do, what's my dream, and just really just taking steps and following that, you know. But as always, when you hear people or like afterwards in their journey and everything, they tell you like it's not easy, you know. It's not easy coming back to yourself. It's not easy coming back to your worth, building your confidence. It's not easy kind of unmasking yourself. Or like for me, what I'm trying to say, I guess, is that it's not easy, but also too, I feel like it's not easy because when we're kids and stuff, or you know, when we're first kind of here, it's like we're just doing what everybody's telling us to kind of do because we trust people, we trust our parents, we trust people in authority. So it's like, okay, obviously these people know the best thing to do. Obviously these people have already been here, so they obviously have to be right, you know. They can never be wrong, you know. I feel like a lot of us all kind of grow up like that, but then there's one point where, especially as we're growing up and we're in our 20s, y'all, like when I tell y'all the frontal lobe thing, y'all ain't never told a lie. Y'all ain't never told a lie. Y'all ain't never told a lie. I say that to say that like once I really turned 23, y'all, which was like not that long ago, but ever since I really turned 23, something dead ass clicked in my brain that was like, what the fuck am I doing? And I looked around and I was just like, oh my gosh, what the fuck? It's like something really snapped, and I just kind of like woke up in terms of, where am I going with this? You know, like, is this what I want to be doing for my life? Is this the future that I want? You know, is this the person that I want to be? So it's like when I turned 23, and now that I am continuing to grow, it's like my frontal lobe, bitch, it ain't for no bullshit no more. And that includes my own bullshit. It ain't for it no more, you know. As I continue growing, I guess I'm realizing how much all we have is now. But then at the same time, I have grown to this place, and I have done the work on my beliefs. I have done the work on my thoughts. Y'all already know, you know, I sometimes even post about it, about how I worked through my anxiety, how I worked through my depression, and all that stuff. So, you know, I just had work that needed to be done. I had inside work, vibrational work, frequency work, energy work, the whole 10. I had work, spiritual work to do. For the past couple of months though, I can honestly say that my thoughts and my spiritual work has been the best that I'm at and I've ever been. Like, I have so much confidence. I have so much knowing. I know what I'm supposed to be doing. I know what makes me happy. I'm leaning into that. I'm leaning into myself. And, you know, like at first it's going real good. You know, you're feeling good and everything like that. Your thoughts is changing. You like, oh, I got this in a bag. And then boom. It's like sometimes, I guess, what people call like a test. The universe or God is like testing us. But I don't believe it's really the universe or God. I really believe that like it's our subconscious, because before change happens, and like you can keep telling yourself beliefs and affirmations and everything, but just because you've been telling yourself that for like depending where you are in your journey, because everybody's different too. But for me personally, it was like I kept telling myself that, but I was also living, or I still had my old self be a part of me, right? Or I was still kind of having her drive my car. So eventually, you know, once you're trying to transition from your old self driving the car, and you're trying to transition to just letting your higher self drive the car, or like Jesus, I don't believe in that. But I say like my higher self is driving the car now. You know, it's a transition period that you have to go through, because when you let your higher self drive this car, or you're letting the universe drive your car, you had to let go of this whole person, right? So that's really what I've been shown, I guess. And I feel like my subconscious, you know, it's easy to be like, why is everything happening? It feels like everything is just boom, 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 booming. Like, you know, is everything okay? Am I doing the wrong thing? Am I on the right path? Should I give up? You know, like all of those thoughts kind of went through my head. And then I ended up reading, researching, or actually it came to me where like, your subconscious is the one that's doing the test, because it wants to keep you safe. It wants to keep you protected. And your old self, it's safe. You know, you kind of already know what's happening. You already been through your past. It's safe. You know, a lot of us get comfortable being safe, I guess. So, yeah, sometimes it's like, is this just a test? Am I supposed to just like keep going? You know, sometimes when it happens, or it starts kind of being a lot, like for me, it's just kind of feel like, okay, like, what am I supposed to be taking control? Am I supposed to be getting up? But for me, it's like, you can either do that like your old self did and try to control, make everybody happy, people please, or you can get the fuck up and keep on going with what you're doing. Which one do you want to see? We've already seen one, and we didn't like it. It's time to go. You know, I'm in the unknown. You know, I might not know what's coming. I couldn't tell you exactly what the fuck my life is gonna look like. I mean, I could low key, but you know, I couldn't tell you for real, like, oh, what's my next steps, or like, oh, do no. You know, I'm really at that point where it's just like I'm in the unknown, and I just expect the best, and I just expect for things to fall into place, point blank, period. Because do you know who I am? Do you know the work that I've done? The seeds that I'm putting in? Honey, they get watering, okay? And they don't grow. So, but sometimes we could also be in the unknown, and it could feel so uncomfortable that we feel like, oh my gosh, I need to retreat, or I need to go back, or like it's easy. For me too, sometimes like it's just easy to be like, oh my gosh, maybe I just shouldn't be doing this. Maybe I'm like, I don't know. You know, it's hard. It's really easy to be in your head, especially, like I said, when you're used to overthinking, you're used to having anxieties, you're used to kind of counting on other people. Like, it's really easy. But when it's time for you to really know yourself, continue to dig deeper into yourself, that's where it's hard, because you have to face yourself. And not only are you facing yourself, you're also facing other people at the same time. And then it's like, as you're transitioning into your higher self, you know, you're going to have like situations and stuff that your old self used to put up with, and because your old self used to put up with them, or you know, even me, like quiet, timid, never really spoke my mind and stuff, because I was like that and because I was so comfortable like that, now I'm in situations where it's like, you're either gonna continue being like that, or you're gonna speak, you're gonna advocate for yourself, you're gonna continue going, you're going to stay strong. You know, like I said, all the work that we've done is not gonna be thrown away. And I can either throw it all away just to go back to that, or I can continue growing myself. I really feel like when you know yourself and you're really true to yourself, your real self, nothing can go wrong. Things can happen, but nothing can go wrong. You know, like you will always be okay and set. Because at the end of the day, our outer world reflects our inner world. So it's like, I also saw another quote that was like, you know, everything that is going on right now and that's around us, even things that we have or that we experience, those are results of our past. And even though now we're in the present, it's like, if you look around, this is still your past, because one day your future self and that inside self that I know I'm meant to be and that I've been working on and that I've been growing and making beautiful and growing my flowers, honey. It's like, that's gonna come too. You know, it's just that my past self, this is what my past self manifested. And I can't be mad at that. All I could do, like I said, is just keep going. You either just keep going and be like, bye girl, or you just be like, oh, maybe, or you just, like I said, you just go back into it, but then nothing changes. You know, and for some people it takes time. Like for some people you do have to keep going back and forth, back and forth, back and forth. But it's something about when you really let your old self just kind of go away and die. And especially for me, like most of my life I really masked. Like I used to have a mask on around people. The only people that really knew me was the people that was closest to me, and even then some people I still did not allow myself to open up to. So you know, I used to just wear a mask. I used to wear a whole nother identity, which was me protecting my inner self, you know, or me protecting my younger self, you know. And now that I'm older and grown, you know, it's like I can continue being that person that was protecting my younger self, or I can be the person that my younger self needed, that I didn't know how to do in childhood and while I was a teenager. But now, like I said, I'm grown. I know how to do, and I'm growing into her. So yeah, as always, if you're going through that, keep your head up, and I'm proud of you. Sometimes things, or one thing that I'm learning is like sometimes things don't always need an explanation or an answer. Especially me, like it's so easy for me to want to dig, figure out why, or try to fix things, But it's like sometimes you really just can't. And I'm learning that, and I'm learning how to really just like sit down and relax. Seriously, that's all I can do now. I have to trust in the work that I've done and let everything show. But letting go of your old self and kind of grieving that and realizing like, damn, I'm not the same person, or damn, the way that people expect for me to be, the way that people, you know, because we go off of our old stories and stuff like that, or when we meet people at certain times of our lives, we go off of how we met them at that time in our life, you know. So we can have like expectations or whatever, and it's like now I'm completely free of all of that. I don't give a fuck what nobody think. I don't really care what my parents think. I don't care what my sisters think. I don't care what nobody thinks. All me did, you know. And it's like things like that you really do have to let die though. But in the end, it's good, because as always, you just keep your strengths and you keep the good things, and you just call it a day after that. But I think knowing and realizing that life is not one size fit all. It's not one journey fits all. I think that helps when it comes to following our dreams, I guess. Yeah, it's definitely a journey though. Like, okay, girl. But in the end, it's always worth it though. Of course it is. So yeah, I just wanted to share that. For a while, I felt stuck. For a while, I felt stagnant within my vibration work. Actually, not for a while. Maybe for like a month, the past month, or like almost 2 months now. Well, really just a month, honestly. Or maybe like a month. Anyways, it ain't like a real while, but you know, for a minute I definitely felt stuck and like stagnant and just kind of like okay, and it kind of made me panic a little bit, because I'm like, am I doing what I'm supposed to be doing? Like, what the fuck is next? And then that's kind of scary, because when it's like, what's next and you really don't know, like that shit kind of scared me. And then I realized like, wait, is this how higher me would think about it? No. And then that's when I realized that like, what's next? Girl, you write what's next. You step into what's next. You follow what's next. It's up to you now to just be what's next. Point blank, period. You know, so many times, like, and especially in this country, we're so used to like needing a plan, and we're so used to like, oh, I gotta figure this out, I need this and this, I got a problem, I need to solve it. But it's really like, no, you don't have to solve nothing. Just keep holding yourself up here, keep being up here, and everything will literally fall into place. I'm realizing how much as humans that we're literally just here to be humans. We're literally just here to create. If you look around, like look, towels, cabinets, ovens, stoves, humans created that. That's all we're here to do, is exist, be, and take action on the ideas and things that our heart and gut is telling us to do. But society has really overcomplicated things, and that's crazy. Because I was just thinking about, or I just saw this other theory, y'all, about how like we live in like a Sandy Cheeks' house, you know, and everything around us, like I was saying, we're just surrounded by water. Space is the ocean, and the ocean is the ocean. But I learned, they were saying how the deeper that you go into it, the more that the creatures and stuff, they light up, right? Which means that if they're lighting up and they're really deep into the ocean, that means low-key that the stars or something, like I was saying, could be like other planets, other creatures, other forms of life, you know, those animals down there. But I say that to say that those animals and stuff, those are the people that need to be doing the work, honey, not us. You know, them animals are way more important than us. I'm not even gonna lie. Like humans, we die, we come back, we die, we come back, we die, we come back. Them animals, them stars, that light, God, it don't die and come back. No, it gotta stay up there and be bright. It gotta stay up there and do what it gotta do. It gotta stay up there and make sure, you know, that this is going this way, that we have this, that we have oxygen, that, you know, everything is very falling into place. Literally, everything is here for a reason. So it's like when I realized that too, and I just spend more time in nature, and I just see how much like bugs are out here just freely flying, and trees are just out here just standing here being a tree. Humans, we're supposed to do the same thing, but we're so busy overcomplicating and trying to do this and trying to do that and trying to be like this and do and comparing, and it's like you're just supposed to be you. That's it. That's all. Just exist and love yourself and spread that. But yeah, I just wanted to share that. As always, I am proud of you. Whether you're following your dreams or you're just living life, existing, I'm proud. Okay, thank you for being here. We need you. But you are magnificent, and you are a creator, and whatever you want or that you've been working on, no matter how many times it feels like you're falling, you're failing, no matter how many times it feels like, oh my gosh, I don't know where to go, how many times it feels like I don't know if this is the right thing, however many times it feels like that, please keep going. We need you in whatever you're working on. So show the world and just keep on going. You're doing it. Okay? Round of applause, baby, make that ass clap. You feel me? Okay, so I just want to share that, you guys. Let me know where you guys are at on your journey, or how maybe you got past things, anything that can help other people, or even if you do just want to express, this is the space for that. I love you guys, and you're here and welcome to do that. So yeah, continue enjoying summer, right? Yes, continue enjoying summer, and yeah, continue being your best self, and I love you guys. Bye. I also just wanted to say that, you know, when you are transforming and transitioning and moving into your better self or whatever you want to do, and you're changing and stuff, I just wanted to say that it will be, maybe everybody's different, of course, but you know, it might be a lot of crying, it might be a lot of going forward, coming back, going forward, coming back, going forward, you know, it might be a lot of that, but that really is just a process. You know, when you're moving into your new self, old things have to die, because your new self just wouldn't put up with them things, or your new self is just not that. So it has to die, you know. But give yourself patience and grace as you're going through that process, and give yourself patience and grace as much as you might be confused and everything. No, you do not. No, like KNOW, that you do not have to have. Wait, KNOW? Oh yeah, that you do not have to have everything figured out right now. Just like I said, keep moving in your best self. And if you don't know what that is, relax for a minute until it comes back to you. Okay? But it's okay. It's the process, and I'm learning it ain't nothing to be scared of. like I said, it's just as humans, we're just, you know, it's just like, ah, but it's okay. So yeah, I just want to add that.